That's Keith Davis, everybody. Thank you for your story, Keith. I'd like to thank John McGinnis and Pastor Jeremy Mount for making addiction and recovery a priority here, and take some major steps forward in this community down here. I'd like to sing one more song for you. This song, there's a story to all these songs. And 2009, I was living in Dallas, Texas, and I'd just come off a tour. We've been in Europe, and I had a bout with severe pancreatitis, which I didn't find out until I left the hospital, that they'd only given me a 2% chance to make it out. And so I was home reflecting, and I popped in a concert, a DVD of one of my favorite guitar players, Eric Clapton. And he had a festival. It happened a few years before, right down the road at the Cotton Bowl, called Eric Clapton's Crossroads Music Festival, and had all the guys in it, you know, and ZZ Top and Vince Gill and all these guys I grew up watching, learning from. And I read in on the DVD, on the insert, that the proceeds, the funds, went to go help this recovery center that he had built on the island of Antigua, and that he had so many friends that he had lost that didn't have a way to go put their lives back together, didn't have the resources. And so he built this incredible place. And I called a number on the brochure, and I talked to a lady down there, and she said, well, can we ask you a few questions? And it's like, by the way, have you ever dealt with pancreatitis, or has this affected your health at all? And I'm like, well, as a matter of fact, it has. And they said, why don't you come down here and visit with us? Which I did, and it's the best phone call I ever made. And just a huge gift, a huge blessing. When I walked in, they handed me, within the first couple of days, they walked in and handed me one of Eric's, like I can call him Eric, right? Mr. Clapton. As a lifelong guitar player, man, that's just really cool. They handed me one of his guitars and said, would you mind writing a song about our place down here and what we're doing? And I'm thinking, all right, no pressure here. And I step out the back door, and the first thought that came to my mind is I'm sober by the sea. And I'm standing there looking at this beautiful oasis, and I went to my room and wrote the song that night, and I sang it a few days later, and they said, Mick, would you mind if we use those words on our website? And I'm like, for real? Sure, take it all, use what you want. Fast forward to November of 2012, and Crossroads Antigua, which is the name of this facility, was having their anniversary, and they were also celebrating the special anniversary for Mr. Clapton that celebrated 25 years in recovery. And so I went down there and actually got to meet the man and hear his stories. And the very last day of the reunion, they said, hey, Mick, would you mind singing that song down here that you wrote? We're going to plant a special little palm tree out here for all the people that have been through the doors of Crossroads that didn't survive the disease. And I thought, well, I may get out of this. I didn't bring a guitar with me. And they said, well, that's okay, brother. We got the same Martin guitar that you wrote the song on here a few years ago. So if you could go stand by the gentleman, he's going to read off a list of names of these people that had passed away. And he's reading down the list, and I'm trying to soak it all in and trying to figure out what I'm going to say to set up the song, kind of like I'm doing right now. And he gets down to the bottom of the page, and I'm getting ready to start singing, and then he turns the page, and there's another list of names. And there's probably 40 of us standing out there around this little palm tree, and we knew some of these people that we'd lost. And the moment's getting pretty heavy, and he gets to the bottom of that page, and he turns the page again, and that's when reality really starts to sit in. And how powerful this is. I sang the song, and we all joined hands around this little palm tree, and we said the Lord's Prayer. And as we were finishing the prayer, a light rain started falling on us, and it was just like one of these little summer island rains that we get down here. There wasn't a cloud in the sky, and people are standing around, they're praising God, and we're all caught up in the moment. And then I realized I'm holding his guitar, and it's getting wet. And so I ran up to a little shelter area, and I'm standing there with a couple faculty members, and they were laughing. They said, "Mickey, it's not raining anywhere else. It's raining down there on that palm tree. That's God blessing our tree." So I'm flying back to Pensacola the next day going, "Did that really happen?" And that was a God moment. So God's got this. So I wrote this song I'd like to do it for you called "Sober by the Sea." And the lyrics are in the little brochure that we gave you. So feel free to sing along with it. And now I'm sober by the sea. I'm letting God carry me. These winds of change have set me free. I'm finding peace and serenity. I found hope with 2 roads crossed, for a heart that once was lost, and I've learned to face reality. Now I'm sober by the sea. I'm learning to let go and break these chains that shackle me to loneliness and pain. Taking back a life so lost so long ago. There's no future in or past, best left alone. And now I'm sober by the sea, and I'm living with reality. God's grace has set me free from life's insanity. I found life with 2 roads crossed, down on my knees for those still lost, and I know He's watching over me. Now I'm sober by the sea. I was lost, but I was found. 2 roads meet, and God took me by the hand off the street. I cried out for help and I reached into the night, and in my darkest hour I saw the light. Now I'm sober by the sea, letting God carry me. These winds of change have set me free. I'm finding peace and serenity. I found life with 2 roads crossed. I pray for all the souls still lost, and I know acceptance is the key. And now I'm sober by the sea. The sea, yes, God's grace set me free. And now I'm sober by the sea. Would y'all like to sing that last chorus with me? There is strength in numbers. And now I'm sober by the sea, letting God carry me. These winds of change have set me free. Finding peace and serenity. I found life with 2 roads crossed. Pray for all the souls still lost, and I know acceptance is the key. And now I'm sober by the sea. The sea, yes, God's grace has set me free. Now I'm sober by the sea.